Well, when my kids were in elementary school, I was the ultimate PTA mom. And I was at their school every day. And so the teacher said, hey, would you like to sub for me? And then I got started being a substitute. But I wasn't your average substitute. And they all loved for me to come in because I'd say, well, what are y'all studying? And the science teacher would say, well, we're studying photosynthesis. And I'd say, okay, I got this. And so they didn't have to make a sub plan. I would make their sub plan. I would carry on a lab, whatever that was within the TEKS. And then if I took up any homework, any classwork, I would grade it and give it back to the teacher. And so they liked me as a sub. But in about 2002, I found myself being a single mom, didn't have a job, didn't know what I was going to do to make money. And after I had a little pity party, my PTA friends and my teacher friends said, you are a teacher. You've always been a teacher. So go back to school, get that certification, and come back and teach. And so about 14 years later, here I am, and I have no regrets. There's a National Geographic World Atlas app, and when we go to a new unit to study a new part of the world, or maybe even when we're on it, you can actually, it's a 3D globe and it turns, and you can go to that area and you can zoom in on a certain city or a certain region, and it gives you statistics like literacy rates and things like that. And also there's a distance tool, so if they're trying to figure out how far it is across Brazil, we just put one pin on this part of Brazil, the other pin on this part of Brazil, and we know exactly how many miles. And then we figure how many days would that take to travel, how many hours by air, and kind of turn it into an interdisciplinary thing. My kids use their cell phones a lot in this class. They love coming in here, and I've learned to be able to trust them with their cell phones because they like the stuff we do with it. Just recently, I gave them a project to figure out how much it costs and how long it takes and what does it take to climb Mount Everest. So they used their cell phones and they found all of the equipment needed. They found out how much the permit was. They found out how far to get to Kathmandu, where they had to fly into. And they did that all through their cell phones. And they did a great job. It would have to be Class Dojo. I love it because it's a positive way to manage my classroom. And if they're doing good things and doing things right, from my iPad, I can just click on their name and a cute little sound comes up and they know they got points. They look up and see on my projector that they got points. And if I have to redirect somebody, rather than hollering across the room, stop talking, I can just hit that and take a point away. And an ugly sound comes out of it. So they look up to see who just got warned. So it's been really fun, and then sometimes at the end of the week we'll compare which class got the most points, and maybe that class will get to watch a National Geographic video or listen to CNN Student News for a special treat. The truth, Facebook. I get up, I see what all my friends did, because I go to bed early now, so I see what all my friends are doing and what kind of life they're living, and then, somebody sent me a notification.